in my own life, I've experienced that anything that the Lord is asking of us, especially in regards to a vocation, He exceeds every fear or every thought of sacrifice, or that I can't do this, or any place of poverty that any of us are living in, any place that we can't do something. And He meets that and He exceeds it in, as the psalmist says, abundance follows in His steps. So He brings this great abundance, and in my own life I've really experienced that with the people in Idaho. Just right away I felt so welcomed and so loved and so desired. There's the spouse of Christ is the church, and so a priest lives that kind of that relationship in a certain way, and so to be desired as a bridegroom, as one to serve the people of God with this complete sacrifice. And so for any young men or any young men who are potentially considering a call to the priesthood, or thinking that God is calling you to be a priest, any question of like, can you do it, or how, or maybe will I be happy, or any fear, the greatest question is not one of those. It's, are you willing? Are you willing to allow God to do great things in your life? Because ultimately, that's what He wants. That's what's going to make us happy. That's what's going to fulfill every one of our desires. Especially as men, we want to do great things. We want to be warriors or soldiers or great fathers, providers. And so are you willing to give your yes to Christ, to serve as a fisherman, as a warrior, as a farmer, as anyone in the harvest that is abundant? We need laborers, not just to be servants, not just to do all of this work and maybe there will be some fruit, but to just be these instruments, these warriors for Christ, these soldiers in this great battlefield where we know who the victor is. So if you think that God might be calling you to be a priest, He will give you any of the graces that you are needing, any grace that you lack.